Game day 2 of Eurobasket 2015 in Zagreb. Slovenia and Georgia both looking to respond to opening day defeats with a first win. The loser will be left with a mountain to climb. A very warm welcome to the Croatian capital from me, Tim Long, alongside analyst Mick Beck. The Arena Zagreb, one of the 5 destinations in 4 different countries hosting the 2015 Eurobasket. The 39th edition of Europe's elite international competition well and truly underway. A disappointing start for these two yesterday. Georgia shocked by the Netherlands in the story of the opening day, and Slovenia rocked by co-host Croatia, having made a positive start. They'll be expected to respond with a win today. Defeat will be hugely damaging for either one of these two nations. We've already seen the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia picking up their first win in a game against the Netherlands. Slovenia and Georgia now looking for their first, and then a heavyweight battle. Co-host Croatia take on Greece in a matchup that could decide top spot in Group C. These two later expected to reach the next stage after opening day wins, and then the battle for third and fourth. The Dutch and the Macedonians each have a win, and the two on display here right now are looking to follow suit. Slovenia semi-finalists in 2009, ready to take on Georgia in Zagreb. The hosts of 2 years ago, up against a Georgian team playing in just their 3rd ever Eurobasket. Both nations in desperate need of a first win to ignite their Group C challenge. Analyst Mick Beck alongside me, Tim Long. Mick, Slovenia no doubt favourites, but also plenty of pressure on them to find a win today.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Tim. You'd say favourites, but look at the form book. It's not much between these two teams, which does surprise me. I think the lack of out-and-out height inside the Slovenian team will weigh against them in terms of who's going to, the professionals out there trying to drum up some odds. For Georgia, their performance yesterday was well below par. Expect a reaction today, there's no doubt about it. Julia will lead this team all the way, and Manushar Makashvili will be on the top of that pile in terms of performance. Shengeli was good yesterday. Jacob Pullen to the floor first of all. Needs a game, there's no doubt about it, full stop. For Slovenia, they came through the Lions' Den yesterday. What a great game it was. 11,700 fans in this arena. And they almost pulled off an upset at times. Alongside Croatia were in cruise control as they went through the gears and pulled off the victory. I expect Slovenia to triumph in this game. I'm telling you what do I know? I'm sifting sometimes and it's thrown right back at me. Watch out for this Georgia team, a lot of experience, a 3rd Eurobasket, which they've last got their best team on the floor. This team needs now to produce the goods.
A couple of really big hitters in Zaza Pachulia, 16 points against the Dutch, a joint team high along with Tornika Shengeli, who also had 8 boards and 5 assists in that slender defeat. Disappointing and demoralising defeat by just a point. The Netherlands' first Eurobasket game in 26 years, though. Need to respond here against this Slovenian team, who have plenty of big hitters themselves. And particularly the likes of Zoran Dragic, who had a team high 14 points against Croatia in that defeat last night. And Jaka Blažić, who was in double figures in that game as well. And the Slovenian team, one of the 3 teams that you would have put your money on getting through to the last 16 from this group, but defeat, of course, in the opening game, albeit against a very strong Croatia side, really does start to add to the pressure. The two sides officially introduced to the fans here in Zagreb, and before they go toe-to-toe, we will pause for the national anthems, starting first with Georgia.
The national anthem of Slovenia.
Slovenia and Georgia both in precarious positions on game day 2 of Eurobasket 2015. Opening day defeats have piled the pressure on. The winner today will ease the tension and get right back in the last 16 picture. The loser will find themselves dangling by a thread. Slovenia reached the quarterfinals on home soil 2 years ago. They're expected to get out of this group. It is surely a must-win game for them here today, Mick.
Yeah, I think so. Coming in as they will fancy themselves as favourite. I mean, look around the arena, the following from the home fans, the border to Slovenia, 30 kilometres away here from Zagreb. So not much of a journey, but my word, they made some noise last night, and you know what? They will make some noise in this arena too in preparation for what they will hope will be their first win. The Georgia's lineup there, Tonika Shengalia, number 23, came of age yesterday. He's a sprightly young man who's been in the NBA a couple of years, never made it a successful journey to America. I think on the European stage now, he's just about to make his mark. He will start with Sinsade, Marcus Philly, Sana Kidze, and Pachulia. That is probably the best lineup that Georgia can put on the floor. The head coach, Igor Kokoskov, the Serbian coach who hails from Phoenix, Arizona, heading off to Utah next year for his coaching. As for Slovenia, some new names on there. Watch out for Joksimovic, who came on yesterday and did a good job. Jakub Klabuchar is the appointed point guard. Luka Rupnik didn't play yesterday. He's the backup point guard who's got many EuroLeague minutes. Zoran Dragic, the go-to man for me. Slokar and Alnomic will provide much balance inside in terms of banging around. Watch out for Jakub Lazic, who is as a direct player as you will find, up and down the floor, coast to coast, and takes it to the rim very, very hard.
Well, they've packed themselves into this arena again, making an awful lot of noise, and the Georgia fans are doing their best to try and get behind their team as well, but they are vastly outnumbered in the arena Zagreb here this evening.
There's the matchup that's been highlighted here, Shengalia versus Dragic. Goran Dragic, the younger brother of Goran Dragic, who is just another addition to the family. He's out in America now. The new contract in the NBA seems to have prevented him joining this country for these championships. The ball being walked out to the middle, where it will be hopefully picked up. He's looking around for the referee. Where are you, ref? Come and get it. might need this in a minute. Referees are not an area to go. And get this presentation of the ball.
Well, those two players highlighted, Zoran Dragic and Tonika Šengelija, plenty of responsibility on them. Dragic took 12 shots in the opening day defeat, made 5 of them. Šengelija took 18 field goal attempts, made 6 of them. Each of the big names will come up big here on game day 2.
Starters onto the floor. Tim, just about ready. This is going to be an up-and-atom game, I can tell you that. You're right when you said nobody wants to lose this one. The fans are ready. That drummer was ever present last night, a thorn in everybody's ears, I can tell you that. At least all the Croatian fans that were in here. What an atmosphere it was last night. It won't be as hectic as last night, but it will be quite enjoyable. I fancy this will be a blood on the floor game, because nobody wants to go 0-2.
We're already at the Arena Zagreb on game day 2 of Eurobasket 2015. Myself, Tim Long, alongside analyst Mick Bett, ready to talk you through the action here in the Croatian capital. The Green Army has trooped just 27 kilometres across the Slovenian border to Zagreb. It's a home court atmosphere for them. Will they satisfy the travelling fans at the second attempt, or will Georgia create an underdog story of their own here in Group C?
First possession to the Georgians, see what they come up with. I love their lob plays.
Sensate, Markovic, Pachulia. They hear the whistles and the jeers straight away. And a travel called on Šengelija.
Standing move from Šengelija. He's complaining he was pushed slightly, but I guarantee he's probably just dragged his right foot as he's gone to turn.
There's Omic. The foul called on Pachulia, who was in the wars last night. You can see that little bandage underneath his eye, got a cut. As Georgia did their best to try and battle the Dutch.
We talked about it in the last game. You can't get that close to a man who's going to try and put the ball on the floor. Pachulia's just trying to Omic's pass, a difficult one.
Ruksimovic. Slokar moving it into Omic up against Pachulia. Pachulia tight again, and Omic has the better of him for the first score of the game.
Might be an issue that for Georgia all night long. They keep dumping it inside.
Sanakidze handling the ball, moving it on to Sensate. Goes underneath the rim, kicks it over to the far side, and it rattles around and drops from Markovic.
That's his trademark, little pull-up jump shot, either catch and shoot or one dribble and shoot.
Won by Blažić, and then moved in towards Omic, but prodded away, and Georgia can come to take their first lead with Sensate. And a foul.
Well, Blažić gets his hand up pretty quickly. That was the down the other end, Tim, a case of one big man throwing to another big man. Is your foul here? I'm not sure it is Blažić. Slokar was there.
Won by Pachulia. Sanakidze calling for the ball, then goes out to this near side. They'll take the three, and it's a long, long way off from Šengelija.
Is not known. His outside shooting is very suspect. His strength is in the post, wheeling and dealing.
And by Slokar to Blažić. Ruksimovic comes to take over. Omic trying to provide a presence on the perimeter, gets it in space. They're happy to back off him, and he takes the shot on and misses.
Interesting, they backed off him that time, yet start the game they didn't.
That one off the mark too. Sanakidze battling for the offensive board, and there's a little taster about how feisty it could become here this evening.
Interesting there. Good little battle up. Sanakidze out rebounds. Yeah, right over the back of him. Straight on the floor. Dragic, is it? Not very happy with the attentions of Victor Sanakidze. Came right over his back.
They will scrap for each and every ball.
Short the call was a foul. Interesting.
listen to the noise from the travelling Slovenians right now. Joksimovic. He was hustled and harried all the way by Sinsadze, who is called for the foul.
Joksimovic just sense there that he can't quite handle the pressure, so Sinsadze very keen to get up on him, just reached at the last minute.
Joksimovic, 33 years of age, part of the Eurobasket roster a decade ago in 2005, then didn't feature in the next 3 tournaments before a brief bench roll a couple of years ago. He inbounds the ball here to Dragic.
They're going to play defense right up in the shirt of these Slovenian team.
Joksimovic forced into throwing it out of bounds on the near side, and that suffocating Georgian defense causing the turnover.
Dragic just turns to coach and just shrugs his shoulders as if to say, well, what is that supposed to be? It was a great play from Joksimovic.
Pachulia. There's a whistle to stop him before the shot.
Yeah, Dragic has just grabbed the shirt here of Sanikidze. Might get up in a replay. Sanikidze, great little post up inside. You see his shirt get tugged right there. Good call, good spot from the referees.
Sinsadze off the inbound pass, misses from outside. And here comes Slovenia on the charge now. Dragic. Forced to turn one way, then the other. Slokar move backwards. They'll take their time. With Blazic in. And Slokar again. Taking over is Zoran Dragic. Shot clock down to 5 here as Dragic makes a move. Bounce pass to Omic, who lost the handle on the ball.
Bounce passes to the big guys, they've got to make some tough calls. Oh, beautiful pass.
Pachulia and rejected by Omic. How about that as a way to make amends?
Showing no respect to the NBA star.
And Blazic for 3, yes!
What a play. Zaza Pachulia dunked on his rear end with that block shot.
Wonderful passage of play at both ends of the court for Slovenia. How will Pachulia respond after being rejected? Sanikidze. He can't get it to go with the left hand, and Joksimovic will come quickly up court with it again. The basket waved off, offensive foul.
Tough call, that's a tough call. Sanikidze on the move, get a good replay here. No, you know what? He was there, he was not planted. He doesn't have to be. That's good defense there from Victor Sanikidze. Take it back. Great referee. Watch this block. Pin, not in here, says Alan Omic. The 12-year veteran of the NBA hits the ground.
Shengelia moved in towards Sanikidze. And a foul on Dragic.
2 fouls in the space of 5 seconds. On the Z-man, Zoran Dragic, he'll have to sit down.
Tough start for Zoran Dragic, the Slovenian star.
Very upset with that call, wasn't he? Very upset. I don't think there's any doubt he made contact with him, so I'm not sure what part of it he didn't understand, but a great cut from Sanikidze over the screen. Good start from Georgia here.
Sinsadze. There goes Pachulia. Backing in. Omic grabs the rebound. And Pachulia not having it his own way in the opening 4 minutes. Joksimovic, no-look pass, moved on quickly, wonderful play. And it won't go down, though, for Blazic, who was blocked off on his route to the rim. And now there's another one of those battles for possession. And Manu Markošvili thinks he's come away with it.
It's going to go possession to Georgia, but, you know, that's Jaka Blazic at his best. Misses the layup. There's the layup he's missed. Good contact. Now watch the ball on the floor. Blazic gets down there, too. That's what you do in rugby. That's a great play. Ball is so priceless. Possession is everything.
Less than half of the first quarter played, and we've already had a couple of wrestling matches down on the court. Pachulia handing it off, getting it back. Thought about going up to take the shot. Markošvili onto the near side. Sinsadze with a pump fake, steps back. Beautiful ball movement here, and they'll drain the 3 through Markošvili.
Outstanding basketball. Markošvili has all 5 of Georgia's points off jump shots. are struggling offensively slightly here.
Prepelic. Blazic. Just about walk the tightrope to remain in play on the near side. Joksimovic gets it back in, more balance to take the shot. Can't hit though. Slokar picks it up at the offensive glass. Thought he was fouled.
He did indeed, didn't he? Wasn't much contact.
5 points apiece across the midway point of the first, and there is a whistle this time. And they'll turn the ball over Georgia.
Some kids are just getting a little too physical in the low post. You have to be really, but maybe a little over physical. Maybe some acting going on. Well, it was an acting job. Moving the left arm backwards.
To the both.
To the both, maybe.
There's Rupnik. Omic comes to connect.
First taste of action for Luka Rupnik.
Back on the ball again here. Looking to instigate things. Slokar. Towards Omic now up against Pachulia again. Knocked away this time, and Sanikidze trying to save it on the baseline. It's still going to be Slovenia ball. Only one left on the shot clock.
Koskov there, just setting everybody on the bench down.
Rupnik quickly in. Blazic has to take the shot on straight away. Difficult to create any kind of a look with 1 second remaining on the shot clock off the inbound pass. Jacob Pullen into the game for Georgia. Into Pachulia, the captain. Hook shot from Pachulia off the mark, and now here comes Rupnik at pace. Happy to slow it down.
Good shot from Pachulia, but just not quite there in his comfort zone just yet.
Blazic able to get away. Prepelic for the three. Yes.
So there must be an injury to Jaka Klabuchar, because he was a prime point guard yesterday. He's not going to have been on as first off the bench today. Prepelic there drops the three. Beautiful work from Blazic.
Did really well, Jaka Blazic, to create some room and then find the pass almost along the baseline. Prepelic did the rest. Jaka Klobuchar, 4 assists in 18 minutes. Yesterday, I've not seen him yet today. Pullen, and now Sinsadze. He finds a passage to the hoop and lays it up and in.
It was like a foul too that could have been made an and one. The referees allowed that to play. Run.
Rupnik, Prepelic. Back to Rupnik on the far side. He's going to shoot the three. Not this time. Tipped straight into the hands of Slokar though. Blazic forced away. Prepelic going to try and drive right down the heart of the defense and gets it to drop.
Beautiful move, and it was all made by Jaka Blazic. His hustle tipped the offensive rebound straight to his teammate Slokar.
Jacob Pullen prodding and probing. Lovely pass and the free dunk for Shermadini.
Shermadini spent so many years at Panathinaikos on the bench, but learning his trade with the great Obradovic, and that ability to seal off his man. High post too. Needs more minutes.
Well, there's a wonderful pass at the other end as well from Slokar, and Jaka Blazic provides the finishing touch.
Okay, he's warming up nicely now.
Just starting to simmer at the Arena Zagreb. Knocked out of bounds, Georgia turnover. Shermadini in a real physical battle, able to shake off the attentions of the defense and finish. The EuroLeague champion with both Olympiacos and Panathinaikos.
As we said, albeit plenty of time in the finals, but you're right there.
Oh, that's beautifully done from Blazic.
Tough decision now for Coach Kokoskov. Does he leave Shermadini on the floor, knowing full well he'll have a hard time getting out and marking a shot like that? He's not even the same zip code. Beautiful work from Balazic to drop that jump shot. Saw that yesterday. Now Klobuchar is ready to come into the game, Chip. Taking his t-shirt off. I'm not sure where he's actually going to come in on this exchange.
5 points Slovenian leads over Georgia in the Croatian capital. Group C of Eurobasket 2015. 2 minutes of the first quarter to play. Tremendous support for Slovenia. Georgia having to play almost as the road team here against this Slovenian side today. Made a pretty good start, but the Slovenians have come back strong.
Here's the last action before the timeout was called from Balazic and Shermadini.
Prepelic and Blazic, each with 5 points for Slovenia.
So we've got a first change of defense here for Slovenia, a little 3-2 zone, 3 at the top, 2 at the back. Going to try and make things big, or they got straight to man. Take the zone.
Sadze was looking to find a route to the basket on his left hand. The foul was called on Klobuchar.
Yeah, his first contribution, just caught napping. Since Sadze went away from what was going to be a pick and roll to his right. And that was enough to get Yuri Dobbs off his chair, and arms are flailing on that bench.
First free throw good for George Sadze. 3 of 3 from the field against the Netherlands for 8 points, but also had 4 turnovers in that game yesterday. Both good from the line on that trip.
Well, Nikolic is in, and Blazic takes a break. Be interesting to see whether Dragic comes out to start the second period with his 2 fouls.
Here's Prepelic. Klobuchar trying to get himself free. The Georgians playing tight defense again. Shermadini in the way of that one, batted into the hands of Prepelic. The double team leaves an open man, and Mihai Zupan takes full advantage.
And the defense left wanted there, both came off the same handoff. No communication from the Georgians.
The Slovenia lead is 6. Sadze. They'll take a 3 to try and answer back. It was an air ball from Beka Burjanadze.
Only played 7 minutes yesterday, didn't score. Will not give Coach Kokoskov much confidence in him to warrant any more minutes, maybe.
Klobuchar. There's Zupan again, who's just hit that 3-pointer. Now Prepelic. Trying to get away from Cullen. Goes down quickly. Klobuchar goes high off the glass. Shermadini with a rebound.
Good work from Georgi Shermadini, just cleaning up the missed shot there. He's got to get on those shots all the time.
Markoshvili. Across to the number 15 again, who missed that 3-pointer. This time steps inside. Can't get it to drop. Shermadini with a rebound, rather on the offensive glass this time. And he's fouled.
Better move there from Burjanadze. Just penetrating hard. That ball almost dropped into. As the Burjanadze goes up, little teardrop shot. It's going to go in, it's out, and the Shermadini man's right there for the rebound. Good free throw shooter, Tim. Good big man. He's very well skilled. You know, when he first came into basketball, I think Dinamo Tbilisi played for it originally. 38 points a game was his average, as quoted. Now, for a 16, 17-year-old, it's hard to believe, but those are the numbers.
He's certainly got plenty of quality and focused at the line. Knocks them both down. 11.6 points per game and 7.2 rebounds in Slovenia 2 years ago at Eurobasket 2013. Shot 64% from the field and 80% from the line. Klobuchar almost knocked away by Pullen. Kovaltsov still trying to get away from Jacob Bullen. Moved on by Balazic. Prepelic going to attack down the baseline, tried to kick it back out, and in the way was Bojanadze, who puts it up right at the end of the first quarter. They didn't get the defensive stop through Bojanadze. Again, that suffocating defense which has kept them going in this first quarter, although Georgia still down by 4 points. A feisty and fiery contest that's been ever so well contested. Slovenia 17, Georgia 13.
Yeah, interesting. Georgia never really looked like they were going to take the lead, but the two teams, I'd probably say they're playing the best. The three-point shooter, Slovenia is the one icebreaker between these two teams. 3 of 6, they've been fairly good. 4 of 8 inside the arc, 50% all around. Georgia not quite finding their feet. They need to shoot well from the perimeter, there's no doubt about that. They don't have the true inside game that other teams in this group might have.
Only 3 scorers for Georgia at the moment, 5 for Markoishvili, 4 apiece for Shermadini and Sintsadze. And for Slovenia, a couple of players on 5 in Prepelic and Blazic, and 3 points then as well for Župan, who hit that big 3, a couple for Balazic, a couple for Omic as well. And there was the 1 3-pointer for the Georgians from Markoishvili. Slovenia have hit a few. Lovely shot from Prepelic, who's going to the game to good effect again. It's a really fascinating contest here between two nations who can ill afford to lose on game day 2. And we feel it could quite easily go to the wire. There, the 3-pointer from Michal Župan. Prepelic and Blazic have also knocked them down from the outside. 4-point deficit for Georgia at the start of the second. Slovenia start with the ball. Župan. Balazic, the captain from downtown, right at the start of the second.
Like Georgia in some sort of zone there, because Kubashar made the cut through and nobody guarded it, but wide open three for Balazic. That might change the defensive options next time down the floor.
Balazic just 1 of 8 from the field against Croatia yesterday. Markoishvili in towards the big man Shermadini, who bumps off the defense and creates the room to lay it in.
He might have pushed off as well. The referee's let that go. They might be looking for it next time, though. We'll wait and see on that one. Fouls against Sanadze, I think. Is it Guda Sanadze, 10? Where Shermadini goes in for his big power move. He's an effective player when you give him space.
Six points now for Shermadini. Kovaltsov left them guarded on the perimeter and knocks it down.
They are just lighting it up right now from the perimeter. Exactly what you don't want to hear if you're a Georgia fan.
Kovaltsov getting in on the act. 5 Slovenians have hit from downtown now. There's a foul called before the shot from Markoishvili. It's on the number 10, Mitja Nikolic.
Just leaving his hands and just bumping the dribblers who are coming over that pick and roll.
The Slovenian lead has grown to 8.
Well, Georgia needs some shots here. Jacob Bullen needs to get in the game. Somebody needs to invite him in.
Sanadze going to pull up for 3, and it's a long, long way off. And Slovenia at the moment riding a wave of momentum.
Substitute coming in here to be Sanadze out after that shot, I would think. So Sanadze waits to come in.
Župan to Prepelic. Waiting for some movement. Moved on to Balazic, who had a three-pointer not too long ago. Twisting and turning and trying to find some room. Now a chance to drive down the baseline. Rejection from Shermadini.
What a block from George. Shermadini, right man, right place, and he almost swallowed it up.
Sure, Nikolic denied.
I think the Arthur, a good Pullen's out. It's a surprise for me. Pullen is on the bench. Obviously wants somebody at the guard spot who's going to be more productive. That's an interesting call from Kokoskov.
Foul on Klobuchar here.
It's all about moving your feet defensively. If you keep rooted to the ground, you're going to have trouble when the offense makes a move on you.
It's the second on Klobuchar. Shermadini. And by Sanadze. Shangelia looking to attack now, twisting and turning towards the paint, goes back out to the outside. More closely hit one already, not that time, since Sanadze gets it.
Beautiful play. Shermadini just tipped it back to him. That's wily play from the big man.
The offensive ball from Shermadini. Now he's looking to get into the centre, but there was no chance for Sanadze to find it.
Georgia struggling. Georgia really struggling right now. Any Matulio will come back, Sanakidze will come back. It's unfortunate for George Shermadini, as well as he's played, they just need something else, something a bit more inspirational on the floor.
The Green Army are bouncing right now. They lead by 8, the Slovenians. 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Klobuchar. Seemed to be hit by Sanadze. Prepelic will put up the 3, and the lead continues to grow, now into double figures.
6 of 9 from downtown. We've seen some shoot performances, but Slovenia are shooting themselves into a victory here. We've got a long, long way to go.
Closely trying to get inside, looking to attack Nikolic. He made it difficult for him. Now Pachulia trying to force it up. And Omic did just about enough to make sure he couldn't convert.
Old Levin Prepelic is a little upset here with Pachulia. As Prepelic is 3, feeling it to the crowd. I wonder if the game looks as bright with the shades on too.
What a bright performance it's been in the first half for Slovenia. They lead by 11. Zaza Pachulia at the line for Georgia. Hoping to eat into that deficit. Able to hit the first. Didn't play at the tournament a couple of years ago, Pachulia. Had 13.6 points, 4.4 boards in 2011.
Well, in 2011, Tim, he played the first round and he got injured. He qualified. He was injured from then on, and of course there was Georgia's hopes of making any inroads, but that was a good performing team.
Misses the second as Prepelic picks it up. Julian has to race back into his defensive position quickly.
Zone again for Georgia.
There's the 3 for Balazic, not this time.
He got the miss, which is exactly what Igor Kokoskov would have wanted as coach of Georgia.
Georgia can try and make it a single-digit game again here. Shangelia looking to attack down the baseline. Strong move and lays it in.
He's tough, isn't he? Tough as nails down that low post. He's tough to stop.
And the lead has been reduced to 8. Prepelic, Klobuchar. Nikolic moving it on to Omic. Back out to Prepelic again. He's going to drive inside and got hit by Sanakidze.
A couple of ways to beat the zone. You either beat it with a pass or a penetration. And you move them around, and the penetration there from Klemen Prepelic was all that was needed. Drew the foul, give another offense. There's 14 on the shot clock. They'll wear this zone down. They know they've got the shooters to outshoot the zone. It's going to be very particular about what shots they take and what shots they pass up.
Second foul on Sanakidze. So three, a couple of feet beyond the arc. But Prepelic gets it to rattle down and in, and has another one. And Slovenia have another double-digit lead.
He's got 11 points now, Klemen Prepelic.
And he's 3 of 3 from downtown.
He's the 8th three-pointer of the team.
Well, Omic putting up a defensive wall for Shengelia and a foul.
So yeah, key for Georgia right now. Beautiful move here from Shengelia going in. Key for them is getting the ball to Tonika Shengelia. There's Prepelic, third three-pointer. I think it's the same position each time too. Somebody better tell the Georgian defense, get on him.
And Zoran Dragic remains seated for the Slovenians on 3 fouls. And they don't need him at the moment. And this from the line here from Shengelia. He was a real superstar in qualifying. 18.2 points per game, 5.4 boards, 1.2 steals, shot 60% from the floor. They need a superstar performance from him here this evening, perhaps, to remain in with a chance of passage through to the next round.
Georgia got back man-to-man after that succession of threes.
Prepelic again! Oh my, it's raining threes for Klemen Prepelic. 4 from the outside.
Somebody better get in some ice at half-time, cool him down a little bit.
Pachulia, he can't finish, and Georgia just can't find the basket right now.
Well, what's the bet? He's going to shoot another one in a minute. Make hay while the sun is shining, they say. Really work him a shot somewhere.
Prepelic perched on the perimeter. It goes into Omic instead in the low post, but stripped away from him. And now Shengelia can come like a freight train down court, coast to coast, all the way. And that's what Georgia needed.
Interesting move from Shengelia. I think he wanted to pass it eventually at some point.
5 points for Shengelia. There's a whistle here. I think some contact on the baseline.
Marcus Villian getting this foul. Just he knows full well that Prepelic is the man on fire right now. He's got to make sure he gets close to him. There's the 4th three-pointer. Look at the reaction. That was his 3rd going up.
4 of 4 from the outside. He's hit 1 inside as well. 5 of 5 from the field for 14 points. Klobuchar. Prepelic looking to drop deep and make himself available here. Up against Shengelia. Into the left hand, goes inside and threw it to a body that wasn't there.
Well, he had 2 bigs on the same side and both started collapsing into the basket. Prepelic wanted one of the shooters in the corner. The ghost pass.
And threw it straight to the Georgia bench, and Georgia can look to make it a single-digit game again. Shengelia, Markushvili, back to Shengelia on the perimeter. He's taking on the responsibility right now as he gets bumped on his way to the basket.
I think he's the only option right now. Unless if he doesn't realize it, somebody better shout it out to him. Good move. This almost drops into. Omic picks up the foul, doesn't move his feet quick enough. Is it going to drop in? It's so close.
Tonika Shengelia hits from the line. Certainly the go-to guy right now.
He was 6 of 16 in the game yesterday. I thought he played much better than that. He was 4 of 4 from the line.
It was a joint team high 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists and 2 steals, but not the best shooting percentages. They need a similar stat line, but with more efficiency from Shengelia here tonight. Prepelic out to Klobuchar with an offensive foul against the number 7.
That man against Shengelia in the right place at the right time, just holds his ground. Prepelic just a little bit out of control. Was it a good call? It was a great call. Wonderful defense and a timeout.
Timeout call with Slovenia leading by 10, 32 to 22 with 3.5 minutes of the first half to play here on game day 2 of Eurobasket 2015 in Group C in Zagreb. Both of these sides looking for their first win of the competition, and Coach Kickoff calling time to make sure that Georgia remains in with a shot of picking up that first win. Whichever team falls to 0-2 with defeat here will find it very, very difficult to make the next stage.
What he stopped with, they're just calming things down. Full position, full control of this game. Three-point shooter's been outstanding, 8 of 12. Slovenia. Here's the move from Tonika Šengeli. I'm not sure he knew that was going to be the end product, but he came up with the move in the end.
6 points for Šengeli, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 4 from the line. And they don't really have much else by way of an option. Shermadini has 6 points, 5 for Markoishvili. And that's about it as far as Georgia's scoring is concerned. But Klemen Prepelic for Slovenia has been the one to step up. 5 of 5 from the field, including 4 of 4 from downtown for a game-high 14 points in this first half. 10-point Slovenian lead with 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Sanikidze gets it back on the perimeter, and they will turn the ball over Georgia off the timeout.
This is foul against Paciuli. I'm not sure what he's done, but the referee motioned as if an elbow on a post up. The referees are so keen to clean things up in the post. Not that it's out of control by any means, but
Slokar gets it back here from Prepelic, goes on to Blazic, who steps inside for the long two and drains it.
Textbook. You know, the speed of the Slovenians is just wearing the Georgian defense down. Prepelic, Blazic, they're so quick around the floor.
Blazic efficient as well, 3 of 5 from the field for his 7 points.
Yep. Tim, you've watched Red Star Belgrade play. You've seen Blazic play for Red Star Belgrade. He may not be the best team player, but the best player on the team, but my word, his effort is just phenomenal.
Handed off by Šengeli, Markoishvili, now Sinsadze. Paciuli calling for it, then set the big screen. Markoishvili to 3. He really could have done with that dropping, and then a foul on Šengeli as the rebound dropped.
Can't buy a bucket right now, can they? And you know, Slovenia need to make the most of it. They need to increase this lead 12, maybe to 17, 18 by half-time. Should be 2 shots coming up here, so they get a chance to get to 14. It's the sharp shooter, Klemen Prepelic, who's going to get the shots.
Georgia limited to just 9 points in 7 minutes of this second quarter so far. Prepelic makes no mistake with the first. 3.2 points per game at the World Cup last year in his first senior international tournament. And boy, is he stepping up here at his first Eurobasket.
He's 100% all around, isn't he? 4 of 4 threes, 1 of 1 twos, and now 2 of 2 from the line.
Just 22 years of age, Klemen Prepelic, and seemingly in the ascendancy in terms of his skill set and his experience. Slipped through the hands of Sanikidze. Paciuli are able to feed off the scraps and kick it out to the outside for Šengeli, who hits.
Oh, respite indeed, and how fortunate they were. OT coming up here.
They were desperate for that.
Sounds like Paciuli just says a little too much to the referee. I seem to remember doing it 4 years ago. He was very animated with the refs, a lot to say for himself.
The Slovenia lead is 12 with 2 minutes and 20 to play in the first half. And Prepelic back to the line. And he remains perfect. 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from the foul line. And now has 17 first half points.
Played with Banvit last year, Klemen Prepelic, and they were Euro Cup semi-finalists, I think, we believe. Didn't get much playing time, though. Those Turkish teams have 3 or 4 USA imports, and the Turkish players are also good themselves. But really showing his ability to shoot the ball today.
7.2 points per game, 2.6 assists in the Euro Cup last season. Had 8.8 points per game in the EuroLeague 3 seasons ago as a 20-year-old. Klemen Prepelic.
That was the Union Olympia team from Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, but didn't really do themselves. They were undermanned, that's the best way of putting it. They didn't really have I don't think they had any core players, mostly Slovenian players on the team. Remember Alanovic is on that club, I think, as well. But Prepelic is definitely experiencing one of his best nights here.
He certainly had an impact against Croatia, 7 points, 4 assists and a steal, but shot just 2 of 6 from the field. Well, in this first half, he's 5 of 5, and he's more than doubled that point-scoring tally already with 17. It's been a hotly contested match on the second game day of Eurobasket 2015, and it's a 13-point lead for the Slovenians, and a really important 2 minutes and 20 seconds now remaining in the first half for Georgia to try and at least reel them back in a bit and regain at least some of the momentum. Joksimovic draw, and now they have the opportunity to eat into that deficit. Since Sadze playing the ball to the far side of the court, and there was a foot on the line by Sanadze, and they just can't really get anything going right now.
Yeah, that's an area you can ill afford to have, as Joksimovic has come into game 2 and created errors. So back-to-back errors will drive coaches crazy.
Shupan. Slokov out to the floor there. Shupan looks the other way to Prepelic. Sanakidze closing him down. Joksimovic from the far side misses the 3. Shupan trying to reel in the offensive board. I think his teammate got in the way. Sadze. Really could do with a strong final 90 seconds, and they get a pretty good start here. As Pachulia gets inside.
They've been so good today, but they've just missed the biggest blatant elbow I've seen all game. Mia Shupan hits the deck, an elbow to the throat. Here it is there. Oh, how did they miss that? Because it cost them 2 points. Oh my goodness. We ask a lot of referees, and fair dues, you're not going to see everything. But in the middle of the floor, all eyes on you.
The Georgians in desperate need of a break.
It's the 4th referee in the stands they're blowing the call, but he's not included.
And they get the break there now. Can they build off it? The final minute and change of the first half. Lovely play. Right into the low post towards Jaka Blažić, and a fine move from him.
What a cut, what a cut. He is dynamite. Jaka Blažić is all over the place. Just so intense.
Sanadze trying to get to the hoop. Did well to bump off the body of Shupan, but then couldn't get it to drop.
There's a make-up call right there. This is Pachulia's, this is going to be his 3rd foul, probably. Over the back on the rebound, he won't be very happy with that. Throws the ball up in the air. There's the pass from Shupan down to Blažić. Pump fake, reverse layup. Down the bucket.
I think it's foul number 4 on Zaza Pachulia.
Might be right there, Tim.
He takes a seat.
Technical foul as well, 4th foul.
Slovenia back at the line with that man Prepelic again. And stretching the advantage. He remains perfect. And still, and the lead is 15.
Well, Georgia need to hang on here. They don't want that lead to be any more than 15 at half-time.
They'll try for the 3. It won't drop for them. Joksimovic grabs the rebound. 14-second differential between shot and game clock at the end of the first half. Here's Prepelic again. 19 points in the first half from him. He had the opportunity to shoot the 3 there and was called for the travel instead.
I think what's he been doing all game? Shooting 3-pointers. You got it, take it.
I think he's got 3 of his 4 from that spot as well.
Rudy Stubbs are saying exactly the same thing.
Final seconds of the first half. 15 points Slovenian advantage. Senante, and a travel called on him, so Slovenia will get the final shot, we think.
We'll get a timeout to talk it over to Senante, a travel. Prepelic travel down the other end. The referee's getting involved late in the first half.
That could be a costly travel because they certainly didn't want the deficit to grow more than 15 when they had the opportunity to get it to 12 or 13, and now of course it could be 17 or 18 by the time the half is through.
Yeah, and you've got 8 seconds to get a shot off. It's not going to be no problem at all to come up with something. It just depends what stops it. Coach of Slovenia wants to hit which area he wants to go for. 2 for 3. Fancy might be looking at Blazic for a drive to the hoop, but it's just a matter whether he can conjure up a position for him to take advantage of. Jakub Blazic with that priceless cut to the basket and pump fake.
4 of 6 from the field for Blazic for 9 points. But 19 for Prepelic. Georgia don't have anyone scoring more than the 8 of Tornika Shengelia in this first half. 8.3 seconds remain in the first half on game day 2 of Eurobasket 2015 here in this Group C contest between Slovenia and Georgia. 15-point Slovenian lead.
Blazic's going to go hard here.
Blazic spinning, looking to go all the way to the baseline, back out. There was an awkward catch and off balance, and the shot not taken on time by Jaksimovic, so it is a 15-point Slovenian advantage at the end of the first half, led by the 19 points of Klemen Prepelic, one of the performances of Group C so far. At half-time, Slovenia 41, Georgia 26.
Numbers will speak for themselves as far as Georgia are concerned. 1 of 9 from outside. Not bad inside, 8 of 17. They've only shot 26 times. Look down the other end, Slovenia 24 shots, but a 15-point lead because the numbers are so high. Rebounds heavily in favour of Slovenia, almost a 2-for-1 deficit. And turnovers, still Slovenia 11. I say still, but they're in the lead with the turnovers and still leading by 15. Down to the shooting percentages first half. Scorers there, we mentioned Prepelic is 19, I think it's 4 3-pointers he's hit. And, a fine shooting display. Shengelia, Shermadini, Markushvili, no Zaza Pachulia. 4 fouls will limit his time to second half. That has to be assured.
I was going to ask you about Zaza Pachulia, Nick. 4 fouls in that first half, and we talked several times about Tornika Shengelia being almost like the only option for Georgia. They've got a guy in Pachulia here who's got all the experience in the world in the NBA. 8.3 points, 6.8 boards in 73 games for the Milwaukee Bucks last season. How come they can't get him involved on the offensive end?
No, it's a great question. I mean, where would Pachulia get his points from in the NBA? Look at his rebounding numbers, and you mentioned I think 7, close to 7. And out of those rebounds, maybe 2 or 3 are offensive rebounds, so therefore that creates 3 scoring opportunities for him. You look at the number of points he scored, it's only 8, 7 or 8. Therefore, 3 scoring opportunities and 3 offensive rebounds. That's exactly where he finds his numbers.
There's 1 of 5 from the field in the game so far.
Yeah, so really, he struggles to find his opportunities. Where he is very good, 15-foot jump shot. We saw that yesterday in the game, in the loss yesterday to the Netherlands. Very good shoot from about 15 foot, but if you cramp his space, therefore make him put the ball on the floor. Is he very quick these days in his ripe old age? Probably not, so therefore his chances are very limited in games like this.
Well, Georgia need inspiration from somewhere, whether it's the captain or from somewhere else. Led by the 8 points of Tornika Shengelia. 6 for Georgi Shermadini, 5 for Markushvili, but that's about it as far as it goes for them. A humongous first half for the Slovenian Klemen Prepelic. 19 points, 5 of 5 from the field, including 4 of 4 from downtown, 5 of 5 from the line as well for him. They've got 9 points from Jakub Blazic off 4 of 6 shooting. And then 5 points of Balazic, their captain, who's 2 of 3 from the floor. Plenty of efficient scoring performances for Slovenia, and at the moment you just can't see Georgia getting back into this one. But with the likes of Pachulia and the quality of Shengelia, anything is possible. There's still a whole half of basketball to play. They trail at the break by 15. Slovenia 41, Georgia 26 here in Zagreb. back to the arena at Zagreb for the second half of Slovenia against Georgia. The Slovenians leading by 15 at the start of the third quarter, and Georgia in this half, Nick, have it all to do.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup now for Georgia. Fancy if they can get the ball to certain areas, they're going to get some joy at least. Zaza Pachulia will come out and start this second half with his 4 fouls. Good move from kickoff. No point keeping him on the bench for the last 5 or 6 minutes. He's going to get cold, a veteran. You've got to get him out there. He should be wily enough and experienced enough to stay out of foul trouble. But we can guarantee the Slovenians will target number 1, number 7 for Georgia in terms of attacking on him on offense. Ball will get pumped right down to Alanomic to start the offense, I'm sure.
Slovenia 41, Georgia 26 at the start of the second half here on game day 2 of Eurobasket 2015 in Group C in Zagreb. Georgia in need of something more from their captain, Pachulia. It's Markoishvili on the ball right now. Shengelia, who they did get something from in the first half. Sanakidze, maybe he's going to be the man to provide something extra and a chance at a three-point play 16 seconds into the second half.
Sanakidze's just gone up to Shengelia, so that was a dodgy pass you threw me there. He's very athletic, Sanakidze, and just jumped right over his Prepelic, the guy guarding him. Good start from Georgia, though.
First field goal of the tournament for Sanakidze. He was 0 of 5 from the field yesterday with 4 turnovers as well. He missed his first shot today, and he gets the second one, and Georgia get within 12 off the three-point play.
Going to always try and draw this 5th foul.
Up against Pachulia. Going for the hook shot and gets it to drop 2 over the NBA star.
I don't know why, Pachulia's going in there reaching for the ball. I hope the referees understand that they've got to give him a little bit of leeway. There's no reason they should do, of course.
Shengelia directing traffic. Up against Balazic here and hands it off to Sintsadze, who came back, took the really long 3, and it was short. Klobuchar grabs the rebound.
I'm not sure that was a shot that Igor Kokoskov would have wanted. Sintsadze felt it.
Prepelic, the star of the first half with the pass to Klobuchar, who can't finish, and now an offensive ball grabbed by Blazic, who's knocked to the floor.
Athletic standards there from Jaka Blazic. I think he stepped out of bounds. Did get knocked down, but he just tripped himself. Ball on the floor.
Sintsadze, Shengelia hands it off to Sanakidze. He's looking to spin away, maybe continue his scoring form into Pachulia. Sanakidze was calling for it. Pachulia missed the shot himself, picks it up on the foul line. Sanakidze does get in. Back-to-back baskets for him at the start of the second half.
The springs in those heels, Victor Sanakidze. We've seen it for many, many years now. Nice pass for Pachulia.
Sanakidze looking much more aggressive on the offensive end at the start of the third quarter.
So look at him reaching away every time Omic catches the ball. He's got 4 fouls.
Prepelic into Omic. Pachulia there again. Balazic is there to put it up and in.
The big man out of Omic. Nothing you can do about that. Beautiful cut. And a great finish from Balazic.
Pachulia. Now, Sanakidze starting to feel it, but not from downtown.
He's been wayward in yesterday's game. He hit a barn door from the three-point line. Same tonight.
Balazic to Blazic. Tremendous atmosphere in the arena Zagreb with those Slovenian fans travelling over the border for this one. And they're looking to raise the volume here as Klobuchar looks to help them out and does with the 1-2. And the lead grows to 16.
Three-point shooting just continues for the Slovenians. I'm going to put my green shot on and start pouncing up and down in a minute. Join this atmosphere. Alanomic gets a technical foul for flopping. He's holding his face. I want to see this replay. You wouldn't think Pachulia had 4 fouls, would you? Well, maybe he did go down. But, something got him in the head. which is now going to talk to the referee. He's just saying, yeah, what's the elbows?
So Manu at the line. And there's little to no room for error for Georgia now. They need every point they can get, and fast. And as Pachulia sits down, hasn't been able to have the impact that he would have liked so far at Eurobasket 2015. Ended off by Shermadini. And to Sanakidze now, who puts it up from downtown, and he does get that one to go. So Victor Sanakidze with 8 points in the third quarter.
Prayer as well, little nod to upstairs to say thank you. Foul there from Sanzi. Just getting a little too close to Klabusa.
0-5 from the field yesterday, and struggling in the first half today as well. But when his country needed somebody to step up, Sanakidze doing just that. Klabusa. Plenty of them stepping up in Slovenian green as Slokar looks to move the ball on to Prepelic, and there's contact and the foul on Shermadini.
Very quietly too, Igor Kokoskov has taken out Zaza Pachulia with his 4 fouls, probably fearing the worst with the way he was playing defense. Shermadini's replacement is a shot from Victor.
Prepelic. 19 points in the first half, looking to get going in the second. Kicks it out to Klobuchar. And the three is good for Jaka Klobuchar.
I think the last shot must have been a 2 because he wasn't counted for the 9th three-pointer now.
2 of 3 from downtown for him. Sanakidze looking to move on to double figures in the space of 4 minutes in the second half, and he's fouled. Second on Blazic.
9 of 15, the Slovenians from the free throw line. You see the foul there as good penetration from Sanakidze.
He'll squeeze that one in.
I'll tell you what, is he playing or what? And we talk about a resurgent halftime talk. Has he got 10 out of their 11 points this half?
10 points in 4 minutes and change at the start of the third quarter.
Who got the other point? Was it was the free throw, I think. Foul here against Georgia. Takes a break here, and the often forgotten Jacob Pullen back in. Let's hope Pullen's got a game in him. They'll need it right now. Need some inspiration.
Certainly the potential to be a big scorer, Sanakidze. They need defensive stops as well. They can't afford to keep trading baskets with Slovenia. Klobuchar pulls up for the long two, and he has found his range.
Where's that come from? Lemon Prepelic the first half. Jaka Klobuchar the second half. He has 3 of 3 since the break.
And moves on to 10 points as well. Sanakidze has stepped up to fill the scoring void for Georgia, but so too has Jaka Klobuchar for Slovenia at the start of this second half, and those 2 big performances almost cancelling each other out at the moment. The Slovenian lead is 15 still, and despite that scoring burst of 10 points in 4 minutes from Sanakidze, they still trail big. The 3 for Klobuchar followed up with a long 2, and Georgia forced to call timeout.
Yeah, and if I was Georgia's head coach Igor Kokoskov, I wouldn't be too worried that the score is still 15. Identical to that. What you've got is your team right now focused. You've got some scoring on the board from that man there, Victor Sanakidze. At some point, Slovenia's outside shooting will start to dry up. They'll start to cool off. What will they have to replace that? And that will be the big question the Georgian defense will ask of that Slovenian offense.
It was a huge disappointment when Sanakidze went 0 of 5 from the field yesterday. He's a big scorer in past tournaments, 12 points in 2011, 14.6 2 years ago. Here's Poland, moved on by Shengelia. Now a chance to attack and pass in towards Pachulia from Sinsatse, and he's stripped to the ball and fouled as he headed towards the rim.
Shermadini just took one to the side of the face, his ear, I think. Somebody clipped his ear here. It's probably Slokar got him, I think. I don't think Prepelic was there.
Shermadini, who was fouled and goes to the line and hits the first.
It was Uros Slokar's first foul game.
Good for Shermadini, perfect from the line, 4-4.
You know, a player like Shermadini, Tim, he's a good shooter. The only thing lacks, he doesn't have any, there's no finesse inside. He isn't really a post player. Zone here for Georgia, trying to mix up the tempo.
Trobitsa, he's got the hot hand at the moment across to Nikolic on the far side, who's looking for Trobitsa on the perimeter, went the other way to Slokar, and Shermadini shut the door. Poland. Lovely move from Jacob Poland, but he couldn't finish.
Deserved better, didn't it?
Nikolic. And an offensive foul on Balazic.
I'm not sure what he did, but he was away from the ball on that baseline. He wrapped around his man, the referee said. He just hooked him on the baseline. You can see it to your left here, backing him around. As soon as the defense, Senekidze, moved his feet, used his arm legally. Get a better view there. Senekidze just turned around with disdain. Look at this block from Shermadini. As I said, what have Slovenia got now once the shooting dries up?
Shermadini certainly showing he has the potential to step up there as well as Senekidze. Shermadini trying to grab the offensive board here after the miss from Shengelia, but it's going to be Slovenia ball. 8 points from Shermadini now, and 4 rebounds as well as that block shot. He's got another block shot too.
Zone again for Georgia. Proved dividends last time. Dragic back in the game. That's good to see for Slovenian fans.
On the ball right now. Zoran Dragic into Zupan. Dragic looking to drive the baseline and gets it. Shermadini, I think.
Tough luck on the big fella. I thought he did play this pretty well. Just took an extra step with his left leg, and that was enough to convince the referee. There's the handoff there. Didn't do much wrong, did he? Sometimes big guys get penalized just for being big and slow. Not a good combination.
Big guys union, isn't it? Probably it's hard to inbound. Nikolic back to Slokar. Trobitsa again. Placed by Sinsatse across to the far side of the court. Going to be put up by Dragic for 3.
Yeah, they'll get him out of the zone. They'll come back and play man to man now.
Back in the game and back with a bang.
Yeah, it's the zone breaker right there.
The lead stretches to 16. Sinsatse onto the right hand. Nice fake and then a lovely pass to Shengelia.
I'm not sure that was his intended target as soon as he rose up in the air.
Shengelia into double figures.
They're going to stay in the zone. Oh, one more 3 will bring the roof down. Listen to the crowd.
Dragic to Zupan. Out to Trobitsa. He had the opportunity to take it on, step inside, and then perched on the perimeter on the far side was Nikolic, who fouled instead on Poland.
There's that penetration I talked about, Tim. You beat the defense in a number of ways. Goes up in the air, becomes a no-look pass in the end there to Shengelia. What a half this young man, Simon Klobuchar.
So Dragic, 3 fouls early on, has been sitting for quite some time, came back in to nail that 3. His first score of the game, and now Klobuchar, who's had a huge impact on this third quarter, at the line adding to his tally. He now has 12. Georgia have to have a big 3 minutes to end this quarter. And that's not the way to start. Offensive foul on Jacob Pullen.
Good call. It's a good call. Pullen never really moved the defense around. You can see what he's trying to do. Never had an idea where Klobuchar was. All the youngster had to do was hold his ground and get the contact over he went.
Georgia in danger of seeing this game blown wide open now. Klobuchar.
Surprised they're still in the zone. Very surprised.
Back out to the perimeter. Over to Dragic for three. Can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Shengelia. They need a score here. Pullen. Looking to maneuver his way quickly into the paint. Back out. No look pass to Shengelia. And unplug the photocopier because there's a big jam.
What a pass. What a pass. Look at this. Up in the air. Where's it going? Back door. Come on, Shengelia. Show me the lights. The player of this tournament, as far as Georgia are concerned, somebody else needs to help him out.
Shengelia now on to 12 points, 5 of 7 from the field. Slovenia call time.
So run this by me one more time. There's a jam in the photocopier.
Photocopier printer, pick what you want.
Love it, love it. I'll write that one down.
2.5 minutes to play in the third. They need a bit more of that, Georgia.
Exactly. Look at this three-point shooting for Georgia, 2 of 12. But look at the numbers above it, 10 of 17. Right me home about that one. If Slovenia don't win this game with those numbers, I don't know what I'll do. 14 up, 12 to play. That is a beautiful look from Sinsadze. It was Sinsadze. I didn't catch who it was. It wasn't Sinsadze.
Sinsadze with the assist.
Up in the air. Where's it going? You run that one through over and over again. Oh, the pain.
Got a picture in his head. Georgia have played some good stuff at times, but they find themselves 14 points down.
This has been a great quarter. This has been a good quarter of basketball.
Still 2.5 minutes of it coming up. Klobuchar. Zupan on the perimeter. Trepolic hasn't scored in the second half after 19 in the first. That's a lovely pass eye of the needle stop, but Dragic can't hit the layup. Now here's Pullen coming at pace, attacking Klobuchar and finishing. And Georgia looking to give themselves a fourth quarter lifeline.
Yeah, good play. Georgia on the roll here. Only 12 now. And they're going to stick in this zone. I think Slovenia just need 1-3 to bring them out of this zone. There'll be 2 shots here for Dragic. That's poor defense there. Sadly complaining to the referee, what more can I do? But he finally went into the dribble. There's the move from Pullen, the little Euro step. Loopsy-do and spin on the ball.
Zoran Dragic at the line for 2, and makes no mistake with the first. A couple for Dragic to add to his 3-point attempt a little earlier in the quarter.
Outstanding shooter, Zoran Dragic, as is his brother Goran. Just 2 brothers who the cause for national basketball has been so firm between them.
Sinsadze. Shengelia setting the screen now, making a fast move towards the hoop. Sinsadze hangs on to it, shot clock down to 5. Shengelia has come to try and collect again, instead it goes in towards Shermadini, who forces it up and is fouled by Klobuchar.
I'll tell you what, the big man's got some good hands on him. Well, it's a great catch. This is not a great pass. Down by his feet, look at that. A slight bump there from Klobuchar. 2 shots for Georgia.
Shermadini's first miss from the line. He was 4 of 4 before that one. Georgia can't really afford misses from the line right now. He does get the second to go. Team still in with a chance, but it needs to be a really good 11.5 minutes. Prepelic to Klobuchar, who lost it over his shoulder, gathers. Dragic twisting away from Shengelia. Klobuchar from the outside. They continue to light it up from three-point range.
It's the unsung heroes too, isn't it? Prepelic one half and Klobuchar this half. Outstanding shooting.
He's got 15 now.
Oh, that's it. That's the way to make your coach angry. Here's Zupan. Just looks at head coach Yuri Stubbs, and there he is. He was down in a defensive position, screaming at his man. Be a coach tip.
Pulling at the line with Georgia down 16.
The last thing you want to do is give Jacob Pullen an excuse to get confident in the game. He's already hit a layup. Those 2 free throws will give him double his production. That is a long flag.
It's the Slovenians who are flying high at the moment in Zagreb.
Well, sorry for the people underneath who can't see the game, but
there's been some wonderful action to see on the court. Klobuchar.
half-court press here from Georgia, just trying to mix up the momentum.
Zupan. Dragic wide open, plays the pass from the perimeter instead.
Didn't want to shoot it. You've got to shoot the chances.
They'll shoot it from downtown this time, and they won't hit, and Georgia will come at pace. Lose it on half-court, there's a whistle.
Marcus Philly's upset. He thinks he was fouled when he was dribbling. He's going to get right in the referee's face. He lost the ball, and then when he lost it, he fouled. A technical foul. There you go. One word too many.
And that's a big blow.
That's a technical foul for Georgia. Didn't actually see when he lost the ball whether it was a foul. His turnover. Watch, he just gets right up in the referee's face.
Really diligent defensive effort in transition from Klobuchar.
There you go. He's going to keep going, keep chirping. The referee's going to say, stop right now.
It's going to cost his team a few points, perhaps, with Klobuchar at the line.
Should be a few free throws here, I think, because there was a foul as well, which you should get shots for as well. 4 free throws, I think, to come here.
Klobuchar now has 17.
Could be one of those things where you shoot until you miss. And we'll get possession as well.
And they do have a 16-point advantage. And it's starting to look like mission impossible for Georgia. 5 of 5 from the line for Klobuchar, and 18 points, just one off Prepelic now. So 1 star either side of the break.
So it's 1 for the free throw and then 2 for the bonus free throws. And Slovenia will get an extra shot here as well. They've got 29 on the clock, and maybe Georgia will get a chance down the other end, but it's 17 down. It wasn't a great time to shoot yourself in the foot, that's for sure.
Joksimovic. An opportunity to stretch the lead to 19 or 20. Zupan, Joksimovic. Zupan, it's Shermadini moving and then drives inside. And draws
There's that man again, Shengelia, just took the charge, right position. Zupan out of control. There you see, does he get there in time? He got there last time, just stood still. Make sure his feet were outside the circle. Tim, they're going to have 10 minutes and 14 seconds to turn this one around.
17 points to turn around. They could really do with an offensive conversion here to end the third quarter. Pullen. I want to take the final shot as well, although Pullen pulls it for the 3, misses. Still going to be Georgia ball. 1.6 to play in the third.
I will say, Tim, 17, this game is not over by any means, but their big game for Georgia will actually come against Macedonia late in this tournament, where it'll be a potential three-way tie for 4th place. But they need to garner themselves confidence, team-building exercise.
On the turn, difficult shot contested by 2 defenders, and well off the mark for Shengelia, and Georgia are well off the pace in this one. They have it all to do in the 4th quarter, down by 17 after 3. Slovenia 65, Georgia 48.
But all credit to Georgia. I think 48 what did they have at the halftime, 26. That's a 22-point third period for them. The numbers are not really increased. 14 and 26 inside the paint. That's expanded. Look at Slovenia, 11 and 19. They've gone from, I think, 8 3-pointers to 11 now, 3 in that quarter. Most of them from Jaka Klobuchar. Victor Sanikidze's double-figure contribution did a lot for Georgia's confidence, but the end of that quarter really was all Slovenia's.
Sanikidze stepped up initially in the quarter, but Georgia had 10 quick-fire points in the space of 4 minutes for the start of the second half, but Jaka Klobuchar cancelled that out and then some, bursting away onto 18 points in the game to trail only Prepelic, who had 19 in the first half, and Slovenia, for the first time really in the tournament, starting to show the depth and quality that they have on this roster.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I don't think they've needed any inside presence in this game, because the dominance has been from the three-point line, and I'm sure that'll be highlighted in any press conference that follows this game. When you're shooting, I mean, is it 11 of 19 from the three-point line? That's phenomenal stuff. If they hit 15 for the game, it'll be a very, very good performance in terms of shooting ability. And it's not coming from your stars either. Prepelic 4 in the first half, Klobuchar I think 3 in the third period.
They've dealt plenty of blows from three-point range, and they're looking for a knockout blow at the start of the 4th quarter. 17 points the differential between Slovenia and Georgia with 10 minutes to play, and that's not the start that they're looking for here in the 4th.
I'm pretty sure that when they run this offense in practice, it doesn't look anything like that. Bodies on the floor, everything. It started off with Jaka Blažić with the fumble on the first catch. But, oh my word, what a disastrous way to start the period. Blažić gets subbed out, Tim, for his pains. 11 seconds.
There's a big blow to the face in the midst of all that for Blažić. Got a bit of a cut.
Yeah, that's probably why he's been subbed out, maybe. Down there with the physio.
Pullen gets it back here. Georgia could do with a scoring spurt right at the start of the 4th. Sanikidze, who provided one for them at the start of the 3rd. He's fouled by Blažić.
I like that. You know, these players that can catch the ball and get the ball down on the floor and move at the same time without traveling. And Sanikidze just caught Blažić off balance there.
Sanikidze. Markoishvili for the 3, short. That's what they could have done with.
They need something to drop, don't they?
Omic guarded by Pachulia.
The foul's
Is that a foul?
It was on Berniadze up top, I think, here. 15 on Slukar. It wasn't Pachulia, but Pachulia's playing that defense. Look how close he is. So any movement here from Omic there. The foul's on 15, not Pachulia.
He had a nervy look around at the official.
Oh, did he just?
Pachulia remains in the game on 4 fouls. Prepelic. Joksimovic. Omic coming across to try and manufacture some room. Slokar looking to get into the paint, and Omic is there, beautifully done, and the Slovenian surge continues.
Just needed the help from Pullen to come over. He didn't come over.
Lightning fast offense from Pullen, but he couldn't finish, and Joksimovic can race up the other end.
He had the speed, just didn't have the finish, did he?
Blažić. Omic was calling for it. It goes to Joksimovic instead. Looking to attack Sanakidze. Nice pass from him. And the foul on Sanakidze as Uroš Slokar puts it in. And the Slovenian lead grows beyond 20.
Priceless pass, just hung in the air. The last minute drops it down, Joksimovic. Zaza, Pachulia's man that goes back door, just takes his eye off his man. Look, ball watching. Sanakidze fouls. The big 5-5 goes to the line. And the celebrations can bring in Bromic, maybe a little early.
Slokar at the line with a chance to try and complete the three-point play.
Those 2 points of the game, is it? Looking at the stats here.
Make it his first 3 points of the game. Missed his first 3 shots here this evening. The lead is 22. Sadze, Sanakidze trying to engineer some kind of room, almost threw it in the hands of Joksimovic. And after the missed steal attempt, it provided the space for Burianadze to get forward and finish.
Yeah, it's a nice, soft, sweet finish there for Burianadze. That one in the first half should have gone in. That little running layup.
Joksimovic receiving it from Slokar. There's one way, then the other. Blazic going to put it up from way outside, no good at the end of the shot clock. Sanakidze with the rebound. Pushes the ball forward quickly to Pachulia, gets it back on the perimeter. Wanted to fizz it over to the far side instead of taking the three-point shot. Burianadze moves it on, and then there's a foul on Joksimovic.
Nobody wanted to shoot it. I think Sanakidze should have shot it, and then decided to move it on, and Markušvili was expecting a cut at the end of it. There's the layup from Burianadze, just a little teardrop of a move.
He did hit a three-pointer in that scoring run at the start of the third quarter. Sanakidze didn't want to take that one. Since Sadze going to hang one up, he's got the soft touch as well.
Should have been a foul, I think. Got some contact from behind. Pachulia tips it in. Burianadze, I'm not sure what he's complaining about.
Jure Balazic bandaged up on the bench. His team leading by 18. Blazic goes in towards Omic here, looking to go to work against Pachulia again. 7 minutes to play. Georgia need a run, and they need it sooner rather than later. Sadze, the chance of a three-point play as he wriggles free, and maybe they can spark that run now.
Labutsar gets the foul. He's just upset with his teammates having to run through a couple of screens. Gets no help at all. Plays pretty decent defense until some contact on the back of the head. Good work from Sadze.
Down by as many as 22, they have the opportunity to cut it to 15. And Sadze does just that. Zoran Dragic into the game, foul trouble early on from him, but then 5 points coming back in, including a big three-pointer.
Fouls against Sadze, just getting a little too close to Labutsar. Just a reach as well. It's an easy call for the referees. It's got to be a little more self-discipline.
Dragic to Labutsar. Omic going to back in against Pachulia again, giving him such a hard time.
I don't think Pachulia's going to get this foul. Yeah, he is indeed. He's done.
Fouled out, Pachulia.
Tim, it gave him like 3 looks. Look, count the fouls here. There's 1. There's 2. Well, maybe in the end he didn't foul, but he definitely gave the referees time to have a good look.
Pachulia fouls out, just 1 of 6 from the field for 3 points. And his team close to falling to 0-2 at Eurobasket 2015. Dragic into Omic. Nice pass under the hoop and turned in by Blazic. And the green machine is in full flow.
Good basketball, good basketball. Double team comes, it's your man, head to the hoop.
Georgia have to keep on playing and try and reduce the deficit with Sanakidze. Sadze gets away from Klobuchar and then throws it right up off the backboard. Not sure what he was looking for there. Klobuchar will take his time. Dragic trying to feed it through to Omic. It's Georgia ball.
Stops it just saying calm things down. I think the ball slipped out of his hand, to be honest with you. He knew what he was trying to do, wrap it around. Never quite got the angle.
Sanakidze approaching the midway point of the final quarter. Sanakidze gets in, but he can't make the layup. Had a look around at the referee.
Yeah, just never got control of the ball. I don't think went in with his weaker hand. Too strong, but it was a good look.
Blazic around the screen of Omic. And then that pass off the mark, back to the big man.
Team Slovenia are definitely giving Georgia a few opportunities to get back in this game, that is for sure.
The timeout called here in the fourth quarter. And Yuri Stop's not happy at all.
He's going after the clipboard. Clipboard's on the floor.
Georgia have a coach in Igor Kokoskov who's got such experience at the highest level, but whether he can help engineer what would have to be the comeback of the tournament so far is a huge question he'll try and answer following the timeout, down by 17 and in danger of falling to 0-2. Although the man on the opposite bench here, Yuri Stop's ever the perfectionist, wanting to make sure his team dot the I's and cross the T's. And of course, Mick, we've talked about it several times, points differential can be a huge factor as well.
Yeah, a question whether points differential will be a factor with these two teams, because points differential only involves teams involved in a tie. And I question whether Slovenia, if they were to win this game, will be involved in a tie with Georgia, one team being the fact that Slovenia has to play Macedonia and they have to play Netherlands later in the tournament, as they've already got rid of Croatia on their menu through the tournament. They will play Greece, of course, as well.
A defeat on the opening day for Slovenia against Croatia, but they're responding emphatically here, leading by 17 against Georgia. Since Sadze gets free, lovely pass, but it's another blown layup.
Yeah, and nobody followed in, but you think he was so wide open. You don't have to follow in. That's the difference between Pachulia, I think, and Shermadini.
They've missed several opportunities now to try and get closer. Blazic in towards Omic. Omic looking to back in against Shermadini. Behind the back pass and put in by Klobuchar. Off the glass. How about this from Slovenia?
Yeah, great vision from Omic. I think we saw a great pass to Blazic early in the game. He's got that ability to see the game very, very clearly.
Well, push Philippe Shermadini trying to get free down the centre, catches the ball high against Omic and gets it to go this time.
Nice play from the big fella. He's going to play some defence.
4 minutes and change remaining. The deficit is at 17 again. Shermadini into double figures, has 11. Dragic behind the back looking to attack Sanakidze. Oh my! Highlight reel stuff from Zoran Dragic.
Glides through the air, he is something else. Him and the brother play so similar basketball.
Nice little fake from Sadze and couldn't get it to drop.
I think Slovenia are more than happy to trade buckets here. And look at this play from Zoran. The mark of Zoran coming up right here.
Tremendous play from Zoran Dragic, who had a team high 14 against Croatia. Foul trouble early on in this one, but 7 points now for him. I think that last Georgia offense was called a goaltender. Dragic looking to attack again at the other end, not this time.
Overcooked that a little bit. Georgia got to put some speed into their offense.
And let's try for a three here. Really could have done with that one going down.
Fine rebound from Omic, who's definitely proving his point as one of the better big men in this group here in Group C.
Balazic onto Blazic. In towards Omic.
Second call. Big man's planted his feet in there. He just wanted the ball earlier. Don't often see 3-second calls at this level, but the referee's just making sure he doesn't take too much advantage. Georgia needs some quick points quickly here.
Second turnover for Omic. Shengelia looking to drive in. He's caught before the dunk.
You'll feel a little aggrieved that the foul didn't come a split second later. There won't be shots here at the end line. Both teams in foul trouble now. Good looking move from Shengelia.
Sanadze. Sanadze spinning, but spinning into trouble. Back out to Shengelia to shoot from the outside. And he looks like the one who can make it happen for Georgia. They'll need him to come up big in the remaining games.
Just need to get him the ball more.
Dragic. Throwing it over his shoulder and out of bounds.
Stobbs it goes down the bench to find a replacement. Looks like Zoran's out.
Here comes Jaka Blazic. Zoran Dragic, one highlight reel play and then one turnover, and he takes a seat on the bench.
At the end of the bench too. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute.
Sanadze. Here he goes again, Shengelia, playing aggressive right through to the end. Brilliant stuff.
Shengelia, you know, Tim, I don't think he touched the ball the third period. I know he didn't take many shots, but look at the effect he's having this late on. That comes in fits and spurts. I've got no problem with that, but you've got to get that man the ball in the positions he can score in. And you can architect any victory.
16 points in game one, albeit only shooting 6 of 18 from the field. He's surpassed that tally today now with 17 and shooting 7 of 10 from the field.
You know, you've got to give him the freedom to shoot 16 shots a game. He's only taken 10 shots today. He should have had more in his locker in terms of numbers in the third period.
Georgia are starting to make a bit of a push, but it may be that they've left it too late. Still down by 12, having trailed by as many as 22, 2 minutes and 17 seconds to play.
Well, sometimes I think when you're coaching teams, you have to be aware of the number of shots a certain player is playing, especially your top players. If they're not involved, then you run offenses that get them involved and keep them interested. It's not to say that Shengelia has not been focused the whole game through, but look at the effect he's having late on here. It may just be a little too late. But they're going to push Slovenia all the way.
Slovenia ball, Prepelic inbounding. Kobulcar has the responsibility of bringing it up court under pressure from Sanadze. Omic catches it deep, hands it off to Blazic. Slovenians attacking the end at which their thousands of fans are camped here at the Arena Zagreb. Kobulcar driving to the baseline but turns it over, and now Georgia can come with Sanadze, and Shengelia will add to his impressive tally, and they will reduce the arrears to just 10.
Yeah, we've got game on now. Game on. Big pressure here for Slovenia. They've got to score. Any miss will put Georgia down the other end in about 3 seconds.
Georgia need a defensive stop. Balazic. Blazic. In towards the captain again. Up against Pensatia, back out to Blazic, off the mark. Georgia grab it and a chance to burst forward quickly with Sanadze. Spins right to the hoop, but called for a travel.
Yeah, they don't like the spin move, especially when you take up so much ground as Sanadze did there. You need to get a bit more under control.
He was desperate to advance it quickly. Sanadze, and a little overzealous to do so, perhaps. It was his pass to Shengelia. for the previous basket, reduced it to 10. Almost a steal on half-court by Shengelia, who's getting better and better as this game goes on.
Great defense. I'm not sure now. Yuri Stubbs has to make a decision who he puts at point guard. I'm not sure he totally trusts Jaka Klobica. Not sure he's going to go to Dragic or not. He's mulling it over down on the bench here.
The responsibility to save Georgia's Eurobasket campaign might just rest on the shoulders of Tornika Shengelia as this group goes on. He's in a tangle with Balazic right now.
Shots to come. I'm sure they slipped on a wet spot or not. Comes Omic into the game.
Balazic is fouled out. The Slovenian captain. 7 points off 3 of 4 shooting. Shengelia is at the line, looking to become leading scorer in the game. 19 so far. Klobuchar of Slovenia has 20.
I think he's had 11 points this quarter. He had 8 at the end of the third because Sanakidze was top scorer with his 10.
3 of 5 now from the line, 8 of 11 from the field. A hugely efficient 20 points. And add one more to that tally, he is the outright leading scorer in the game, and it's an 8-point differential with 70 seconds to play. You need to force a turnover, and very nearly did. Balazic catching it high. Pressed in now to this near side, but a foul on Shengelia.
How close was that to being a turnover? The referee's going with the reach, and therefore all the foul. A little bit of contact, but a lot of ball. Let's have a look from this angle. Definitely a lot of contact too. Good call.
The Slovenians will look to put the finishing touches on this win from the foul line with Jaka Balazic. Misses the first. Still not game over yet.
There'll be a quick offense down the other end, make or miss. Georgia will foul.
He does get the second one. 9-point game, final minute.
3 would light this up right now, Tim.
Sinsadze. Going one way, then the other, over to the far side. Shengelia is going to be the man to take it on. Short from Shengelia. And the rebound secured by Prepelic.
A lot of contact out there.
And that will do it.
Say that'll do it, Tim. It's not over yet, believe me. There's 2 free throws that might miss. Quick 3 off the inbound. They've got a timeout to play as well for Koskov. He'll advance the ball in a minute. I'm sure he's going to take the timeout. His assistant's just told him there is a timeout. He's just deciding whether he wants to take it now or in a minute. Because they will get an offense down the other end and foul quickly, probably.
Prepelic is 6 of 6 from the foul line. And now has 20, and can tie with Shengelia as the game's leading scorer if he makes the next one. His first point in the second half. After 19 in the first half, he is perfect tonight. 5 of 5 from the field, 7 of 7 from the line for 21. What a performance from Klemen Prepelic, the 22-year-old.
Timeout here for Georgia. They trail by 11, 34 seconds. They will get an opportunity for a shot. Probably up for a 3. I can't think anything else is going to really wash right here. If they hit it, they'll foul very quickly. So I don't think points differential between these two teams is going to be a factor.
Certainly not when you look at the fixtures, Slovenia having the Netherlands and Macedonia to come.
Well, and I don't think at this stage of the group it's a good idea to think about points differential too much unless the game is out and out lost. There's an outside hope, that's all I'm going to say, an outside hope they could turn it around.
But from a coaching point of view, you can't discount the fact that it could become a possibility, and you have to go through the motions and make every game as close as possible.
If they don't score here, Slovenia get the ball back. I think they'll foul maybe once, and then that that will be it. They'll look at the points differential, but there's a big offense here to get some points on the board. They'll look for a 3 and they'll settle for a 2.
34.1 seconds remaining in the game. 11 points the difference. Quick catch and shoot for the 3. Off the mark. They'll go for the offensive board, but off Georgian fingertips and out of bounds. And we'll have another timeout with 29.7 seconds remaining. And Slovenia edging closer and closer, slowly but surely, to their first win at Eurobasket 2015.
Definitely, first of all, look to get the ball in bounds to one of his best shooters. As for Georgia, I'm not sure what they're going to do. I'm not sure. I'm sure Kokoskov, proud of Coach he is, he'll probably get a foul quickly. He's finished the game with a shot of his own rather than a shot of Slovenia. He's not going to let the clock run out, that's for sure. Saying that, it's a good opportunity to work on his trapping defense in the half court here and try and get a turnover.
No better preparation or practice than a big game situation. And Coach Kokoskov will try and engineer anything he possibly can here off this timeout with 29.7 seconds remaining. Tremendous noise being provided by those in green over on that side of the court. Defeat to Croatia in this building last night, and now closing in as the seconds tick away on a first Eurobasket win. Prepelic across to Blazic, had it knocked away. Here comes Sanakidze for Georgia, pulls up for the 3-pointer, can't hit. Blazic recovers, and they will throw it right up to Omic, who couldn't quite reel it in, and then he uses the post as a punching bag.
Coach Dobzer buries his head in his knees.
Georgia will look for one more shot with Sitsadze. The Green Army rises to its feet again to salute a first Eurobasket 2015 win for Slovenia. A hugely impressive performance from Coach Stobbs' side. They beat Georgia 79-68 behind 21 points from Prepelic and 20 from Klobuchar.
Fun game, I like that. Second half was really a lot of exciting stuff. Numbers there, look at Slovenia, 63% inside the arc, 52% outside the arc. 3 of 20 shooting for Georgia. That will be something Igor Kokoskov might highlight in the post-game conference. The rebound in 2-to-1 ratio, sorry, 1.5-to-1 ratio there. Turnovers for Slovenia, 23. Georgia looked after the ball very well and still lost by 11. The three-point shooting for the Green Machine was all the glory of the tape as far as I'm concerned. They turn to the fans, the Green fans, and salute them. What a turnout, what a turnout. What a nation for basketball this is.
Well, what a couple of scoring performances there. 2 players on 21, one for either side, but the Slovenians had 2 who hit the 20-point mark in Prepelic and Klobuchar. And there you see Klemen Prepelic, just 22 years of age. A perfect performance from Prepelic on game day 2 of Eurobasket 2015. 5 of 5 from the field, including 4 of 4 from downtown. 7 of 7 from the line for him for 21 points. A team high, joint game high. What a performance, Mick, from Klemen Prepelic.
Well, what a first half he had, wasn't it? That three-point shooting, 4 of 4 at one time from the three-point line. He got some free throws to cap the game off. But yeah, you remember this one. He won't score 20 points in the international too often. But he is the man of the moment tonight.
did his damage in the first half. Then Jaka Klobuchar took over in the second, finished with 20 points off 6 of 8 shooting at 3 of his 4 attempts from downtown, 5 of 5 from the line for him.
Yeah, some great moments from the game. Georgia will live to fight another day, that's for sure. Their big game will be against Macedonia later in the tournament. And, do or die in a game, really, that you don't have to win by too many to get the points differential, should that be a 3-way tie down the bottom.
I was going to ask you the question where it leaves Georgia now. They've lost their first 2 against the Netherlands, and Slovenia still have that big game against the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia to come. But are they going to need 2 wins in this group, Georgia, or is the 1 win potentially enough?
I just think it depends how Macedonia fare against Croatia and Greece. Sorry, Croatia and Slovenia. If they lose both those games, then that game with Georgia from Macedonia will be the do or die. It'll be a points differential matchup with all 3 teams, with 1 victory down the bottom, vying for 4th place.
And of course the Dutch got their win over Georgia by just a single point.
Well, they're out of it because their points differential is inferior. They've got a minus points differential. They can't qualify in a best of 3 tie. It will be down to a Georgia victory by about, I think it's 4 points. I've done my math already. Of course, if Macedonia win, they will go through with their 2nd victory.
And when we're getting the calculators out and making these points, of course, we're assuming that the big clubs, the big teams, are going to beat the smaller nations.
Absolutely.
But you never know in a one-off game.
Yeah, this
and
is a
there's
big
still plenty to play for.
Georgia should have won this, or could have won this. They may not have those opportunities against Greece. Against Greece and Croatia, which are 2 of the next 3 games. As for Macedonia, Macedonia could easily turn over one of the big guns.
Tornika Shengelia with 21 points, a joint game high, but that's not enough for Georgia, who lose it in the end by 11. Shengelia finishing 8 of 12 from the field, 7 of 8 inside, only 1 of 4 from downtown, but a wonderful contribution all round with 3 assists and a steal as well, and they will need him to step up in those remaining games. There were 4 Georgians in double figures in this one. 11 points for Sintsadze, 11 for Shermadini as well. Those 2, 4 of 10 and 3 of 3 from the field respectively. 10 points for Victor Sanakidze, all of them in the opening 4 minutes of the second half. And it's Prepelic who has the final say, along with Klobuchar, those 2 combining for 41 points for Slovenia as they pick up their first win at Eurobasket 2015 here in Group C. The final score, Slovenia 79, Georgia 68.